Hey, BIS 301. So this is my view right now. A little snow, and I am in Sedona, Arizona. Finishing up a weekend here. Going up the. Let me see if I can get this situated. I want to talk to get this video done because it's Monday morning. We're in Module 6. So let's get it fired away here. Fire it up and can tell you where I'm at. Sorry, I thought I was online here. I didn't need to be, but hold on a second here. Okay, so uh, let's talk about first. Let's do good news, bad news. No, good news. The module the discussion board. Um, sorry, I'm still discombobulating. Okay, the discussion board for module 5. Excellent job you guys did on that. Norway, South Dakota, no, south, right, or north? I think it was north. Um, Analysis. That was really good. It's getting you to start thinking like interdisciplinarian, right? Okay. By the way, it's 31 degrees here, and I'm being a real trooper. Okay, so now let's look at the maps. The first maps I got scored, and you found out I'm not a pushover. You found out you found me. Your opinion of me has dropped considerably, right? Okay, so remember what I said. If you want to discuss your grades, let me know. Okay. Those who want to discuss it, well, it's fine. I'm happy to discuss it. I have class today at 3. Got some calls already scheduled. Today I'm kind of booked. Tomorrow I'm wide open. Okay, Wednesday morning, early afternoon, wide open. All right. Remember, Maps 2 is due tomorrow night by midnight. Okay. So I think some of the general critiques I would have on those that might have struggled. Number one is your sources. Okay, you either didn't watch this or you did watch it, but you kind of glossed over the important part what I said about primary sources. Because actually, there was someone, I didn't even call them out. Remember, I said, don't use Investopedia, don't use Encyclopedia, anything, don't use Cron.com, Forbes, and they used all of them. If that was you, call me. Um, but so the sources kind of you get cheap sources. They lack rigor. Okay, these assignments aren't meant to be like who can get it done easiest, with the least amount of trouble. No, this is where you start digging as an academic. You got to dig. You discover things. Okay. Now I understand it's an undergrad class, so I'm not expecting graduate school work or beyond. But when like I said, primary sources, and I say stay away from .coms because typically that's commercial. Com means commercial. It means they're revenue producing. It means they're not primary sources. And what are primary sources? They're those peer-reviewed works that are considered, foundational and informative in your for your concentration discipline. Okay, so again, ASU too. I specifically said I don't want to use ASU's links. That's the cheapest form of let's put it bluntly, laziness that there is. Okay, you can't be so stuck in your own bubble that you refuse to go out looking and be rigorous in your academics. Okay, so remember what I said. These stay away. So let's do Easter egg number 1, and let's go back to primary sources. Okay, Easter egg 1 is primary sources. I want you to remember that because those impressed me. Also, um, some people use a lot of sources, which is awesome, but then they like use each source just one thing, one thing, one thing. And I mean, if that's the way it happens, that's the way it happens. As opposed to, using a lot of sources and citing them a lot in your work. That's going to be rewarded as superior. Okay. Um, like I said, I'm not telling you what I want specifically because I know it when I see it, and you'll know it when you do it. Okay. All right. So that's one. Again, remember to do your paragraph breaks and things like that, and put your name on it. The bibliography. Okay. I mean the reference list. All right. And the in-text citation. Some people are still guessing. They just won't go and figure out how to do it. They just think it's got a lot of room for error. It doesn't. Okay, I'm not totally picky. I'll let you know if there's comma missing after the name and the year, the page, whatever. But I'm not gonna ding you for that. But if you just totally discount and just ignore what APA formatting is, or MLA for that matter. It's not going to work, okay? When you get down to your reference list, I'm telling you, APA means that it's a uh, hanging paragraphs. There are no extra lines between reference entries, okay? And it's hanging paragraphs, okay? And alphabetized, right? Okay. So if you have any questions again, you shoot me an email, you give me a call. We set up a call, right? Cool. All right, so let's go into module 6. We're getting to the end of the line, folks. Man, this is unbelievable. Pretty soon, actually, weather will be nice up here. By the way, this is, if you haven't been to Sedona, it's one of the coolest, chillest places. Just, I'm at the Starbucks here, and everybody inside is like, it looks like we're all kind of like transplants from either, the Colorado stereotype or something. But I tell you one thing, everybody's so damn friendly up here. It's amazing. All right. Anyhow, okay, module 6. There's a lot of reading, chapters 10, 11, and 12. Now, I know in real life, not everybody's going to read chapter 10, 11, 12 because you got real lives to live. But they're there for you to read, and I'm going to ask you to read them. I'm going to ask you to look at them, ask you to page through them, and get something out of them, okay? Because that's an important part of Repco's work there. Okay, and by the way, I think we're even going to keep this textbook for next year. We decided we weren't going to switch like we were going to because we feel it's good, okay? So the discussion board this week is about the U.S. debt, okay? I have had to eliminate some of the links that were outdated or that were removed by the new administration that came in, decided to get rid of what the old administration was doing in terms of transparency on the U.S. debt. I want you to think about that, as interdisciplinarian now, as opposed to just, most of everybody else in the world that's just going to kind of huff and puff and think narrow-minded and say it wasn't for them, damn this or that, or wasn't for these or that benefits or socialism or whatever it is. So why don't you take a look at that, okay? Through it, an honest, unbiased look, put it together, okay? So let's go with Easter egg number 2. And it's going to refer back to Easter egg number 1. And I'm going to say Easter egg number 2 is avoid.coms. Avoid.coms. Okay, you get that? Because it's commercial, all right? All right, so, and you're going to say, well, what else is there? There's a lot. Okay, trust me, there's a lot. You should be getting your primary sources from academic journals, texts, okay, papers, dissertations. All right, speaking of those things, there are MAPS 3 coming up. That is academic journals. And remember, these are academic journals. This isn't, Home and Garden. These are academic journals. Look them up. Look them up on the ASU library. Just Google academic journal, and you'll figure out what the heck you're looking for. You know, uh, there's groups. The journals are out there because those are the peer-reviewed works. Okay, and then you're gonna look for professional academic associations. I'd like you to lean towards the academic associations first to see if you have those in your field, okay, because those are going to be important. That's like I am a member of the Association of Interdisciplinary Studies, AIS, out of Oakland, Michigan, of all places. So, okay, so you're going to look for those, and you're going to look at research questions. You can tell that by looking at the articles in journals. Okay, what questions are they asking to research, and then consequently, how are they researching it? What are the methods and techniques they use? Some fields use qualitative uh, uh, research more than quantitative. Okay, some use quantitative extremely higher. They quantify things, they count things, they measure things. Whereas qualitative research means they qualify, they add a quality to a data point. Okay, so there's two different ways to do it. Think of the text. Okay, so MAPS 3, I hate to say it's the easiest one of the three, but I'd say it's the most straightforward and clear cut, okay? And again, go back to Module 4, look at the examples to see how it's done, okay? If you're not doing that, you're just winging it, and then I was pretty rough on you, and you probably set up a call with me this week, okay? All right, so, and then you've got a section on integration. Do that on the bottom of your, after your 2 concentrations, do integration down there. Talk to me, give me a nice solid effort on that. Up to a page would be nice. You're talking about integrating your 2 concentrations now, really thinking about it. What does this mean to you? You're coming to the end of the line now. So what does interdisciplinary studies mean to you that's separate from that double major, that major minor? Why is business and communication? How are you going to integrate that? Okay. All right. Now, let's make MAPS 3, because Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Make MAPS 3 do on February 20th. I'm going to change it. So I'm giving you 3 extra days until Wednesday night, February 20th for MAPS 3. However, remember this, the class ends February 26th. That's 6 days for Module 7. It's going to, Module 7 will start on time. All the due dates stay the same. I changed all the MAPS due dates to extend to Tuesday, and the last one on Wednesday to get you caught up on everything. And then you do your Module 7, which is more introspective work, which you should have less trouble on, obviously. Okay? So let's do that. Let me just start moving here. This is magnetized. Hang on a second, you guys. This is where you earn your 5 points, right? Because you're going to humor me for a minute before I get to Easter egg 3. Okay? Now this table at Starbucks is like metal, so my iPad is stuck to it. Okay? Yeah, this is a short video. You can tolerate this. All right, let's go for a walk, huh? Flip you around here. All right. So, snow on the ground here. Let's go for a walk in Sedona. If any of you haven't seen it, look it up. It's absolutely gorgeous here. So we're gonna go for the last Easter egg right now. Like I said, you're gonna humor me, okay? So you guys know what rubies are, right? Red rubies are. All right, look at that. These are red rocks in Sedona. You know what red rubies are, right? Oh, you ever meet a black ruby? Well, that's what I'm going to show you right now because I am so full of myself right now. This is my Jeep, my new Jeep. I just picked it up on Friday, and I call her Black Ruby, and she's so awesome. So I came up here to Sedona. So the last Easter egg is Jeep, Jeep. Okay. All right, you guys. Thanks for humoring me there. And trust me, the MAPS one might have been tough, but it gets a lot easier now, and you know what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna let you redo things if you make the effort. Okay? Talk to you soon. I go to class. Forks up. Stay warm. Peace.